welcome back to my TV show. Today we have a special guest and we have a special topic. I want to ask you a question. What is your strangest obsession or addiction? Welcome to our guest, Camila, Vicky, Elianne, Gabriel, and Bessie. Our first guest is Vicky. She has an obsession with paint.
Well, hello, Andrea. First of all, thank you for having me here tonight. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine, Vicky.
Well, as you said, I had an obsession with drinking paint since I was 16, and now I'm 22, and I finally can say that I overcome it, so I'm so happy for it. And well, yes, I know it can sound weird, but it was such a good experience to me. I know when I felt the pain going down my throat, it was so nice and warm, even almost the same feeling as drinking a glass of hot milk. But yes, obviously the pain has a chemical taste, but for me it was just perfect.
But tell me about what was the difficult part of all.
Well, the worst part of all of this was my parents. I couldn't tell them about it because they were so conventional. So I had a really strong relationship with them. So for me it was really difficult to hide this kind of information to them. So one day I just think about it and said, okay, I have to do this, and I got the courage to do it, and I talked with them. But obviously, they didn't manage the situation in a good way, and they just told me that they were going to intern me in a psychiatric hospital. So, well, my first idea was just running away and trying to escape, but unfortunately, a car hit me.
Oh my God.
Yes, and that's why I have my leg broken. But the good part of all of this was that when I was at the hospital, a doctor told me that they found me pulmonary bleeding that could cause me death. So that's basically the reason why I decided to stop. Yeah.
Okay, it's normal that your parents
I know. Just nowadays I'm going to therapy and I'm trying to understand that it wasn't a good addiction, but well.
How many time you have not taste pain or something?
Almost a year.
Oh, okay, that's
almost
good.
A year, yes.
So we can say that you have overcome.
Yes.
Oh, that's obsession.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect, Vicky. Our next guest is Gabriel. He have an obsession with smelling dirty diapers and tasting them. That's gross. Hi, Gabriel.
Hi, Andrea. Thank you so much for having me.
No, the pleasure is mine.
So, yes, I was formerly addicted to smelling and tasting dirty diapers.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes, it was a very difficult thing to overcome, but I can say that I'm clean now. But, I have a lot of experience about it now.
How was all the experience? Talk me about that.
So, well, it started when I was really young and my brothers were even younger. I was helping my parents change their diapers, and one day I just got a big sniff of one, and I was hooked for almost all my life. Now there was a time where I broke into people's homes just to steal their baby's dirty diapers.
Oh, that's gross.
Yes, it got really, really bad.
And you have a girlfriend that let you stop that, or your family? What's your family say about it?
So it was a secret for my family for a very, very long time, but once I started breaking into other people's homes, or I was annoying my friends asking for their diapers, my family interceded and they got me the help that I needed. They took me to psychologists, therapists, everything that I needed to overcome my addiction.
And your stomach and all the clinical issues and all that?
Yes, I spent a lot of time sick and in hospital because, as I was eating diapers, that makes you really, really sick.
And you can tell that you have overcome all this?
Yes, absolutely. It's hard because I did it for so long, but now I have the help and my methods to never fall into that addiction again.
Okay, well, what's the method that you use?
The method was pretty simple. I just cover my nose and I can't smell a diaper. So if I can't smell it, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you, Andrea.
Our third guest is Bessie. She has an obsession chewing mattress. Hi, Bessie. How are you?
Hi, well, I'm fine, and today I'm going to tell you my story. Well, I'm Bessie, and I was addicted to eat mattresses for 8 years. I know it's kind of crazy. Well, my addiction began at the age of 5 when, well,
I don't know how you are alive.
yeah, I know. Well, my addiction began at the age of 5 when I ate the seat of the family car, and I had 8 couches, seats, tables, all that have mattress, and it's like a hard texture, but I could not control my necessity to eat them, and I had a big problem that I even got to eat my own bed. Yeah, I know. And when my parents were not at home, I sneaked into my room and I ate my bed. I mean, not my entire bed, but just a little piece.
But what your mother told you about that?
She discovered me when I felt bad.
Her stomach.
Yes, and then the doctor said to me that a hole could form in my intestine, resulting me to death. But I was in rehab and my addiction stopped.
How long you were in rehab?
About 1 year.
And you felt like it was good for you or bad?
Well, it was good because I
But
lost
you
my
think
addiction.
that getting to rehab the first day were terrible, or they were like fine?
Was terrible, yeah, but then you're in the process and
Yes, I know.
it was fine at the end.
Okay, give me 5 for overcome those obsessions. Next, we have Camila that has an obsession with enemas of coffee. Hi, Camila. How are you?
Hi Andrea, I'm happy to be here. I'm Camila, I'm 19 years old and I have an addiction with enemas of coffee. I had at least 100 coffee enemas a month. I had already overcome. My addiction began 3 years ago. I got to a point, I tried to stop but felt worse. I loved the way it makes me feel, it gave me a sense of euphoria. This feeling of euphoria depends the kind of coffee I use. For example, Colombian coffee gives me a better effect than Brazilian coffee or others. I fill 32-ounce bucket with coffee and deliver it to my lower intestine via a Vaseline-coated hose. That's the freaky part, I know, but I always try to relax. I make a quick transition from the floor to the toilet seat every day. I was so addicted, so I couldn't travel or leave my house for a long period of time. It all started because I had a lot of stomach problems and digestive problems with my kidney. So I started research it and it led into coffee enemas, and I really started to feel benefits. I felt like I was living for the first time in years. I stopped this addiction because one day I ended in an emergency room with kidney stones, and as it was expected, caffeine caused me problems with my high pressure blood and dehydration.
Okay, and have you feel like you want to go back with that addiction?
Sometimes I feel this, but it's for I'm here in this clinic and has helped me so much.
I'm so happy for you, Camila, that you
Thanks
have
so much.
overcome this addiction. At last but not least, we have Elianne Kuestermann that has an obsession with plastic surgery. Hi, Elianne, how are you? It's a pleasure for me to have you here.
Hi, thanks for having me here.
How are you? How are you feeling? How was your experience in all this?
Well, I'm fine right now. Like, I received a lot of therapy, and now I can say that I'm a healthy woman. It started like 15 years ago. I got married with a very important man who is a little bit older than me. But he has been my light in the dark, you know. I don't have any communication with my other family, you know. I'm Colombian and I'm in the USA since I got married.
Okay. Where do you got surgery, in Colombia or in the United States?
In both. I went back to Colombia because one family member died, so I had an excuse to go, and
You got surgery again?
yeah, I searched in internet and I found out like this page of a plastic surgery center, and it was actually really good. I think, and I could afford it, you know. And then when I came back to the US, I had the size of a balloon, you know, really big. And I was really happy with the results at first, and my husband was really
Mad.
yeah, of course, because I lied to him, you know, and he knew about my obsession, and I was receiving therapy, you know. But now, after that, I went to the hospital because I started to feel really bad. And the doctor told me I had an infection. I was in the hospital like 3 months. And when I woke up, the day after the surgery, the boobs were gone. And I was like really upset. And
You got depressed?
depression, yeah, it was awful. But I tried to suicide, you know. That was because I was really happy with the results, and for the first time, I was feeling so good with myself. When my husband saw that I was really depressed, he understood my reasons, you know, for the first time. So he helped me. I was in a therapy center, you know, like a rehab, but it wasn't a rehab. But now I feel like living again.
That's all for today. Thank you for seeing us. See you next time, guys.